Open All Hours was a British sitcom set in a small, quaint grocery store in Yorkshire, run by the frugal and eccentric Arkwright, performed by Ronnie Barker. Assisted by his bumbling nephew, Granville, acted by David Jason, Arkwright navigates the daily challenges of running the shop and pursuing his romantic interest with Nurse Gladys Emanuel, acted by Linda Barron. The show is known for its witty humor and charming depiction of small-town life, earning a lasting place in British television history. Many famous actors from the series have died. Stay tuned with us as we are going to pay tribute to them. Ronnie Barker. The famous Ronnie Barker was one of the best reasons to watch the sitcom Open All Hours, which aired from 1973 to 1985. He, as Arkwright, was a miserly, stammering, and crafty shopkeeper who ran a small corner shop with his nephew Granville, portrayed by David Jason. The character of Arkwright was central to the humor of the series, with his tight-fisted ways, his schemes to boost sales, and his often comically failed attempts to woo Nurse Gladys Emanuel, played by Linda Barron. Ronnie Barker's career spanned over 4 decades, and he was renowned for his versatility and comedic talent. Born on September 25, 1929, in Bedford, England, Barker initially trained as an architect before pursuing a career in acting. He began his professional acting career in the theater and gradually transitioned to radio and television. Apart from Open All Hours, Ronnie Barker is best known for his work in The Two Ronnies, a sketch show he co-starred in with Ronnie Corbett. The show, which aired from 1971 to 1987, featured a mix of comedy sketches, musical performances, and monologues, showcasing Barker's wide range of comedic abilities and his flair for writing. Ronnie Barker passed away on October 3, 2005, at the age of 75. He died from heart failure, having previously undergone a series of health issues, including a history of heart problems. Stephanie Cole. Her character was a constant thorn in the side of the main character, Arkwright, played by Ronnie Barker, and provided much of the comedic relief in the show. Cole's portrayal of Mrs. Blewett earned her a British Comedy Award nomination for Best Comedy Performance. In addition to her work on Open All Hours, Cole had a long and distinguished career in television, film, and theater. She appeared in numerous television shows, including Coronation Street, Still So Awkward, and Waiting for God, as well as films like the Beiderbecke Trilogy and A Private Function. Cole was also an accomplished stage actress, performing with the Royal Shakespeare Company and the National Theatre, among others. Stephanie Cole passed away on December 12, 2020, at the age of 87. Linda Barron. Linda Barron played a pivotal role in the beloved British sitcom Open All Hours. She portrayed Nurse Gladys Emanuel, the kind and beautiful object of affection for the shop owner, Granville's miserly uncle, Arkwright, played by the legendary Ronnie Barker. Theirs was a hilarious will they won't they dynamic that spanned the 4 series of the show, which ran from 1976 to 1985. Barron's career extended far beyond Open All Hours. She graced the screens in numerous other projects, including the sitcoms Oh No, It's Selwyn Froggatt, and A Roof Over My Head during the 70s and 80s. She also brought warmth and whimsy to children's television with her role as Auntie Mabel in the award-winning series Come Outside from 1993 to 1997. Sadly, Linda Barron passed away on the 5th of March, 2022. Her legacy lives on, however, in the hearts of fans who continue to enjoy her comedic timing and endearing performances. Kathy Staff. Kathy Staff in this series made a guest appearance as Mrs. Blewett, a character who was a regular customer in the grocery shop run by Arkwright, played by Ronnie Barker. Kathy Staff was born Minnie Higginbottom on July 12, 1928, in Dukinfield, Cheshire, England. She began her acting career in the early 1950s, initially performing in repertory theatre. Over the years, she became a well-known face on British television, earning recognition for her versatile acting skills. In addition to her work on Last of the Summer Wine, Kathy Staff appeared in several other television shows and films. She had a recurring role in the soap opera Coronation Street, playing the character of Vera Hopkins from 1973 to 1975. Tragically, Kathy Staff passed away on December 13, 2008, at the age of 80. She died from a brain tumor. Maggie Olin. Maggie Olin played the iconic role of Nora Batty in the beloved British sitcom Open All Hours. Her character, Nora, was the object of affection for the main character, Arkwright, played by Ronnie Barker. Nora was a gentle soul, often seen walking down the street, and Arkwright would often try to impress her, but to no avail. Olin portrayal of Nora became an integral part of the show's humor and charm. Apart from her iconic role in Open All Hours, Olin had a prolific career in television, film, and theater. She appeared in numerous television shows, including Last of the Summer Wine, Coronation Street, and Emmerdale. Her film credits include A Private Function, The Dresser, and Rita, Sue and Bob too. Olin was also an accomplished stage actress, performing in various productions with the Royal Shakespeare Company and the National Theatre. Sadly, Maggie Olin passed away on December 14, 2009, at the age of 64, after a long illness. Haywood. Haywood was another hilarious one, as she appeared in only one episode, titled A Beatrice on Wheels, which aired in 1976. Haywood had a long and distinguished career on both the big and small screen. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, she appeared in popular British television shows like When the Boat Comes in, All Creatures Great and Small, and Boys from the Black Stuff. She also took on roles in films like Our Day Out, which released in 1977. Later in her career, Haywood continued to act steadily, appearing in shows like Family Affairs, The Bill, and Casualty well into the 2010s. Notably, she starred alongside Richard Briers and Kevin Whately in a drama called Dad on BBC One in 2005. This project raised awareness about elder abuse. Haywood passed away peacefully on 14 September 2019 at the impressive age of 98. Bilton. Bilton, our own Mr. Ogilvy or Michael Bilton in real life was a somewhat eccentric, elderly gentleman who would often visit the shop run by Albert Arkwright. The show, known for its humor centered around the interactions between the shopkeeper, his assistant Granville, and various customers, featured Bilton's character in a recurring capacity. Open All Hours. First aired in 1973 as a pilot and then from 1976 to 1985 as a series. Michael Bilton was an English actor whose career spanned several decades, involving both film and television. Born on December 14, 1917 in Cottingham, East Riding of Yorkshire, England, he started his acting career after serving in the Royal Air Force during World War II. Bilton's film career included appearances in various movies such as The 39 Steps in 1978, a thriller based on John Buchan's novel, and A Private Function in 1984, a comedy set in post-war England. Another notable film appearance was in Valmont in 1989, an adaptation of Les Liaisons Dangereuses. Michael Bilton passed away on November 5, 1993. He died in Berkhamsted, Hertfordshire, England, at the age of 75. Redfern played a small but memorable role in the British sitcom Open All Hours. In this series, which starred Ronnie Barker and David Jason, Redfern portrayed a delivery man. His character, though not one of the main roles, contributed to the comedic tapestry of the show with his interactions in the bustling shop environment. Open All Hours. Originally aired from 1973 to 1985, and was later revived in the 21st century with Still Open All Hours. Michael Ian Redfern was born on March 30, 1943, in Isleworth, Middlesex, England. Beyond his role in Open All Hours, Redfern had a varied career in British television. Throughout his career, Redfern made appearances in several television shows and films. Some of his notable television work includes roles in The Young Detectives in 1963, The Liverbirds in 1971, and Man About the House in 1976. His film credits include The Bawdy Adventures of Tom Jones in 1976, where he played the character Captain Jonathan Bliss. Michael Redfern passed away on July 29, 2022, at the age of 79. Janet Davies. Davies played Mrs. Blake. Fans of British television likely recognize her from other prominent roles as well. Her most famous character was likely Mrs. Pike in Dad's Army. Davies appeared in 30 episodes between 1973 and 1980, portraying a doting mother to Private Frank Pike, played by Ian Lavender. Her on-screen relationship with Sergeant Wilson and her tendency to coddle her son were comedic highlights of the show. Throughout her career, Janet Davies graced the screens in numerous television shows and films. Some examples include Last of the Summer Wine, The Fall, and Rise of Reginal Barrett and All Creatures Great and Small. Sadly, Janet Davies passed away in 1986 at the age of 59. Donald Morley. Donald Morley, our beloved Mr. Roper in the series, was a recurring character who was a customer of the corner shop run by Albert Arkwright, played by Ronnie Barker. The show, which aired between 1973 and 1985, is set in a small Yorkshire town and focuses on the day-to-day operations of the shop and the interactions between its eccentric owner, his assistant Granville, played by David Jason, and the various customers, including Mr. Roper. Donald Morley had a diverse career in television and film. Although he was most well known for his role in Open All Hours, he also appeared in various other British television series and films throughout his career. His filmography includes roles in productions such as Carry On Sergeant, Doctor in Love, and The Man in the White Suit. He often played supporting roles that highlighted his talent for character acting. Donald Morley passed away on February 10, 2001, at the age of 77. Joe Belcher. Our special guy Joe Belcher, the famous character player as milkman in the British sitcom Open All Hours. This show, created and written by Roy Clarke, featured the comedic misadventures of a small Yorkshire corner shop run by the miserly Arkwright, played by Ronnie Barker, and his long-suffering nephew Granville, played by David Jason. Joe Belcher's role, though not a main character, added to the quirky and colorful ensemble of supporting characters that made the show a beloved classic. Joe Belcher had a varied acting career that spanned several decades, encompassing both film and television. Beyond his role in Open All Hours, he appeared in several notable films and TV series. One of his film roles was in The Reckoning, a 1969 British drama directed by Jack Gold, where he had a supporting part. He also appeared in Villain in 1971, a crime drama featuring Richard Burton, in The Long Good Friday. Released in 1980, he had a minor role in this influential British gangster film starring Bob Hoskins and Helen Mirren. Joe Belcher passed away on the 27th of October in the year 2011. John Challis. John Challis, the lovable but annoying Boise in the series, starring alongside Ronnie Barker as the miserly shopkeeper Arkwright, is still our hearts. Challis's character, a used car salesman, would often pop into Arkwright's shop, boasting about his latest dodgy deals and getting under Arkwright's skin. In addition to his iconic role in Open All Hours, Challis had a long and varied career in television and film. He appeared in numerous other British sitcoms, including Only Fools and Horses, The Young Ones, and Bloomers. He also had roles in more serious dramas, such as the BBC's adaptation of John le Carre's Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, and the ITV drama series Boone. Challis's film credits include the comedy classic The Green Man, in which he starred alongside Albert Finney, and the horror film The Monster Club, featuring Vincent Price. Sadly, John Challis passed away on September 19, 2021, at the age of 80, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and entertainment that continues to delight audiences to this day. Alan Starky. Alan Starky's character, the police officer in the series he was not a central figure, contributed to the comedic environment of the series, often appearing in scenes involving the local community. Alan Starky had a modest career in television and film. Beyond Open All Hours, his on-screen appearances were generally in supporting roles. He appeared in a variety of British television shows during the 1970s and 1980s. Alan Starky passed away on November 26, 2021. His death marked the end of a quiet but steady career in British entertainment. His contributions to shows like Open All Hours and various films over the years have left a lasting impression on those who fondly recall the golden age of British television and cinema. Graham Armitage. Graham Armitage, the lovable but slightly dim-witted Boise's brother-in-law, nephew in the classic British sitcom Open All Hours, starring alongside Ronnie Barker and David Jason. His character's naivety and innocence often led to comedic misunderstandings and humorous situations. Apart from his notable role in Open All Hours, Graham Armitage had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in numerous productions throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s. One of his earliest notable roles was in the film The Jokers, a British comedy drama directed by Michael Winner. He also appeared in the film The Railway Children, an adaptation of E. Nesbit's classic novel, where he played the role of Charles Waterbury. Sadly, Graham Armitage passed away on the 6th of March, 1994, at the age of 66. Phoebe Smart. Another great character in the Open All Hours, a busybody neighbor with a penchant for gossip and keeping a watchful eye on the antics of the corner shop owner, Arkwright. Smart's filmography stretched far beyond Open All Hours throughout her career. She portrayed a variety of roles, from kind-hearted characters like Miss Roberts in the period drama Upstairs, downstairs to eccentric old ladies like Mrs. Sibley in the sitcom Terry and June. She also appeared in films of various genres, including comedies like The Pink Panther Strikes Again and dramas like The Elephant Man. She continued to grace the screen well into her later years, passing away in 1996. Tom Menard. Tom Menard is known for his lovable but slightly dodgy character of Mavis's boyfriend, the council inspector, in the sitcom. His character was often seen trying to catch out the main character, Arkwright, played by Ronnie Barker, for his various business transgressions. One of his most notable roles was as the bumbling but lovable P.C. Wilson in the popular 1970s sitcom, Dad's Army. He also appeared in a number of other well-known television shows, including The Avengers, The Saint, and Z-Cars. On the big screen, he could be seen in films such as The IP Crest File, The Italian Job, and The Day of the Jackal. Tom Menard passed away on the 9th of August 1981, at the age of 60. CLA Kelly. While she wasn't a regular cast member, she did play a memorable role. Her most recognized television appearances include characters in shows like Coronation Street, where she portrayed Edith Tatlock, the mother of Valerie Barlow, and The Cuckoo Waltz, where she played Connie Wagstaff. Her film career also included roles in Georgie Girl and The Fourth Protocol. Throughout her career, Kelly primarily focused on television work. Sadly, she passed away on February 18, 2001, in Bath, Somerset, England. Juliet Cook. In the series, Mavis, portrayed by Cook, was a timid yet endearing character who had an unspoken affection for Granville. Juliet Cook's acting career extended beyond Open All Hours, although her roles in other productions were not as prominent as her portrayal of Mavis. Juliet Cook's career, though not extensively documented in the public domain, reflects the journey of many talented actors who enrich the storytelling landscape without necessarily becoming mainstream celebrities. Her work in Open All Hours remains a testament to her skill and the enduring appeal of the show. Juliet Cook passed away on November 12, 2001. Peter Wallace. Peter Wally's character antics and misadventures often provided comedic relief in the show, which aired from 1976 to 1985. Wallace's portrayal of Nigel earned him a special place in the hearts of audiences, and he became an integral part of the show's success. Apart from his iconic role in Open All Hours, Peter Wallace had a prolific career in television and film. He appeared in numerous British television shows, including The Two Ronnies, The Morecambe Show, and The Good Life. He also had roles in several films, such as The Return of the Pink Panther, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, and The Great Muppet Caper. Throughout his career, Wallace worked with some of the most renowned comedians and actors of his time, including Ronnie Barker, Ronnie Corbett, and John Cleese. Sadly, Peter Wallace passed away on November 25, 2006, at the age of 73. His legacy lives on through his memorable performances, particularly as Nigel in Open All Hours, which continue to entertain audiences to this day. Francis Cox. Parslow's character was one of the local customers who frequented Arkwright's corner shop, contributing to the quirky atmosphere of the show. Although his role was not a central one, Parslow's portrayal added depth to the community dynamic that was central to the series' charm. One of his notable film appearances was in the 1971 film The Go-Between, directed by Joseph Luzzi, and based on the novel by L.P. Hartley. Lily Parslow passed away in the early 1990s. Bert Wong. Cook's portrayal of Wing Commander earned him a special place in the hearts of audiences and critics alike. Born on July 18, 1931, in Warrington, Lancashire, England, Bert Kwok was a British actor of Chinese descent. His father, Kwok Ling, was a Chinese immigrant who moved to the United Kingdom in the early 20th century. Throughout his illustrious career, Kwok appeared in numerous films and television shows, including You Only Live Twice, The Man with the Golden Gun, Goldfinger, The Avengers, and Last of the Summer Wine. He also had a successful stage career, performing in productions such as The King and the First and The Importance of Being Earnest. Kwok's contributions to the world of entertainment were recognized with an OB, or Officer of the Order of the British Empire, in 2011. He continued to work in film and television until his passing on May 24, 2016, at the age of 84. Reginal Barrett. Reginal Barrett, or Our Own Mr. Roper, was a minor character in the series but contributed to the comedic dynamic of the shop's everyday occurrences and customer interactions. Reginal Barrett had a diverse career in the entertainment industry, both on television and in films. Apart from his role in Open All Hours, he appeared in various television series and movies throughout his career. He was known for his versatility and ability to adapt to different genres and characters. In addition to Open All Hours, Barrett featured in series like The Fall and Rise of Reginal Barrett, The Sweeney and Doctor Who. His roles in these series range from guest appearances to more substantial supporting parts, showcasing his talent and adaptability as an actor. In The Fall and Rise of Reginal Barrett, he played various characters. Reginald Barrett passed away on December 4, 2001. John McKelvey. John McKelvey, the hard-of-hearing man in the sitcom, was another lovable character. This character's deafness frequently led to misunderstandings and comedic situations as he interacted with the shop owner, Arkwright. McKelvey's career stretched beyond Open All Hours. He was a prolific television actor, appearing in numerous shows throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Some of his notable credits include The Flying Doctors, Clough, The Liverbirds, A Family at War, Crown Court, and Churchill's People. Sadly, John McKelvey passed away on April 27, 1998, in Melbourne, Australia. Barbara Keogh. Barbara Keogh's character was known for her eccentricities and regular visits to the shop, often providing humorous interactions with Arkwright and Granville. Outside of Open All Hours, Keogh had a varied career in television and film. She appeared in several other TV series, including Last of the Summer Wine, Heartbeat, and Emmerdale. Her roles typically showcased her talent for comedic timing and character acting, earning her recognition among British audiences. In addition to her television work, Keogh also appeared in a few films. Notable among these was her role in the 1996 comedy film Brassed Off, where she played a supporting character alongside a notable ensemble cast. Barbara Keogh passed away in 2007 at the age of 81.